What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to my Cyber Knight's Flashpoint challenge run. Today is all about combat. We've got the Gutter Cauldron, followed by the Dead Drop hit coming in right afterwards. Thankfully, we got leverage for this mission to grab a 5th Merc, and so our hackers could be joining us for the ride here. But here's one of the few times we get a 5-man squad, so Shotgunner with an SMG, no longer silenced on the Sniper Rifle with the new revolver we grabbed. We've got the E-Rifle with a basic pistol, just to give some kind of mid-range damage output. I've been debating whether or not I should go for true melee damage here, but I think pistol is fine ultimately to fit in between. Still got the assault rifle here on our war machine with the club. Put the other club here on our hacker who's still got the urban assault rifle. Range is looking okay overall. We've got a mix of bandages and AT grenades. We don't really have much else we could really run here. So we're gonna run the mission. Hopefully it goes well. We of course don't have leverage, don't have our Cyber Knight, have sort of low quality consumables. Let's hope it goes well. We're boots on the ground. Reed Holston wants this done quickly, so let's wrap it up already. In that case, we're almost done here. Try to get clear of the entry point. It's exposed, and the Blue Ox might try to catch you in a pincer by reinforcing behind you. Weapons hot. We're going in. Eliminate all enemies to achieve victory. So we obviously don't care about visibility cones. That's not going to matter, but we do care about the fact that we've got significantly more upgraded enemies here as we're running into power level 6 enemies, and that just makes things tougher overall. So, a couple of core considerations. Who can attack me on this turn and who can't? Like, if we run into this, like, this little area right here, for example, right? We can hide out, like, we'll run forward, and, you know, you can get around to here, won't have an AP left, you can run down, won't have anything left, you can do similar. So, if we get out of the main hallway, there's really only one guard to worry about, who I think should be relatively killable. That said, we're going to have Bubbles start with JTech to get a second charge. That just makes things line up a bit more easily overall. Going to throw the buff down somewhere like this, I think. Maybe put it behind this bench, but something like this allows us the space to fight this guy while also being able to come into the hallway and fight out up this direction. So vaguely around here seems decent. And I'm thinking I want to use a sniper rifle whenever I can in spaces like this. Now, I also have no action point printing, so I've got to basically get one shot, then move, then get more done. I'm also pretty sure... let's see. Someone has an initiative of 9. That's actually not the end of the world, because they're going to be killed, ideally, before anything else is done. I am tempted to throw down both my strike zones right away, but strike zone for one guy doesn't seem worth it. So what I'm going to go for is walk up here so I don't have any cover blocking me, ideally anyway. So somewhere like that seems playable. I've got the JTAC buff on. This shot should be pretty decent, 30% to crit. Certainly not a guarantee, but decent. Great. I'm going to have to move to get to safety, which I think should be fine. If I'm here, they have line of sight on this area, but it does at least give me cover for an actual fight itself. Is that my best option, though, is the question I have. I can go a little bit farther up, which should still count as cover for just about anything that I do. But it means I'm outside of JTAC, which concerns me a bit. I might end up relying on my revolver a lot in this mission. I also maybe need to put this a little bit farther down so I can aim from here, but we're honestly going to be mostly fighting in that hallway, so I'm just going to put myself here and say it's good enough. I'm going to go ahead and throw down my strike zone to make sure that we can also go for combat. I'm going to go somewhere like this. I think is going to catch most spots guards end up. And then at the end of the day, it'll last for a few turns, but hopefully Rhino can make something look good there as well. So I'm going to basically try to move her to a point where I can still move around if needed. This is going to be a little bit tough. I want to be in JTAC, of course, so something like this is inside the circle. I have line of sight on you. Likely gets the kill. Still buffed. That's good news. 80 to hit. If it's not a glance, you're dead. That's what I wanted. So the question is, do I want to throw down another JTAC here for my team? Or a different strike zone location? Or do I want to go into something like Overwatch, right? Do I want to, you know, run back here? And the thing is, I actually probably will put a second JTAC down after all. Because I actually want to be in Overwatch, and we're going to have another charge from him anyway, so it's not really a downside to throw down extra copies. We're going to have the ability to put it, you know, mostly wherever I want, so I'm going to put it around here so we have coverage in this whole area. And I'm thinking Overwatch is probably worth it. So I'm going to aim somewhere like this. Which means I would like to get someone who comes down to shoot me. As well as, I mean, not guaranteed. Darn, yeah, I can't catch this and this. And so I'm trying to decide if I need to, if I want to, if it's important. I think it is. I think using up a charge, I mean, I can stop you in here probably. They're not going to come down this way. So I think, yeah, it's going to be Deathwatch. Basically, let's make sure we can cover this entrance. And that should work reasonably well. So that should be fine. For the rest of the team, I really do need to hide out and let these guards move and have them waste their stuff. That's going to be a little bit rough initiative-wise. I don't have great ways of messing with them, but it is what it is. Bracket's going to go ahead and delay down to 8. Sten gets to throw down some traps and stuff, which I'm really happy about. I also have Brain Room, which is great news as well. I would like to Toxicloud once their turns are done. That way, yeah, actually, I think it's worth doing it, is getting to cover and then Toxiclouding a bit later. Although one thing I will probably do is throw down... No, I don't even need to throw down an early Venom Trap. I'm just going to come out to here. No one's going to have line of sight on me, and I can come out, hug a corner, and throw down Toxicloud after everything's done, and we're probably going to be okay. I can Brainworm whoever needs Brainworms. It should be alright. You're going to wait. Static in a similar boat here. Not having any bonus action points definitely makes it a little bit tougher, but looks like you can hide out there and you'll be fine. So let's go ahead and have all the bad guys have their turn. We have our one Overwatch shot. The entire enemy team will go. And a lot of you are too far away to matter yet. But they are going to be coming closer pretty rapidly. And they're unfortunately not all in strike zone either. We're going to get several decent shots. Yep, you can shoot. Ow, darn. You had 1 AP left just barely. That's too bad. And she managed to dodge the Overwatch cone. We're seeing some decent initiative rolls, which is scary. Wow, they managed to all dodge it. That's too bad. You're hugging that. That's fine. You might have 1 AP? Okay, you don't. Alrighty, so it's time to try to get stuff done. Let's see. You rolled a 17. You rolled a 19 and could go ahead, and you're going to be... You'll have a hard time getting anything done. Alright, so... I think just straight up full auto on that is fine. I am wasting a few bullets. This gun shoots 7. You can only hit 3 on a single person, but this guy rolled pretty well in initiative, and it's going to be decent damage, and that's worth it. Sten gets to now go for some fun. I am very tempted to Brainworm the Skipjack. If it's in range, it sadly is not, which is... Or not Skipjack, the Wildfire, rather. It is sadly not in range, which is too bad. I don't... Ooh, you rolled an 18. Right, okay, so... Toxicloud does drop initiative by 2, which will let a few more members of my team go before this guy. Well, not sure exactly how many. Ooh, okay. Well, because you rolled well and matter, I'm tempted to Brainworm you. You will buy me some time. Although, I'm also considering things like this Brute Wayne who have, like, grenades that debuff. That seems really, really valuable. I think, you know... Brainworming the guys who throw debuff grenades seems pretty useful. So I'm going to say... And again, unless I run out really far up. Like, if I'm here... It just doesn't reach, right? And I think this is also not even the best spot for a Nervotox shell. So I have to step all the way out there to get a line of sight on you. But that'll make my expected initiative very poor, which is too scary for me. You've still rolled a 17, which is high enough that I want to be a little concerned about this. I'm going to be here in cover. I'm going to go ahead and throw down Toxicloud to make most of these guys' lives difficult. There we go. It's -2 initiative and various other debuffs. And then I'm going to go ahead and Brainworm this guy because I care about his grenades being scary. That is me out of initiative. It's fine, I think. This Wildfire still goes kind of early. Can't do much about that, so it sort of is what it is. Wow, my entire team rolled mostly poorly on initiative. I am definitely a bit worried about this guy. Now, the nice thing is, this person will get debuffed before their turn actually comes up. So they will drop to 17. So Rhino can step out and go for a different Overwatch cone. Bubbles can do the same. But everyone else is still going to be, you know, a little scary. You've got damage reduction grenades. So let's see. I can get here safely and not be in danger. That's a good start. I can get 2 Overwatch throwers before anything else goes on. That's good as well. I'm not quite in range to get good pulse generator value. But considering I have 2 people going early who can throw down probably 2-shot Overwatches, and, well, only 2 people are going before this guy, and he'd get stuffed by Overwatch, which would be bad. I could run out and try to stun strike this guy. That might be even more space. So it's now just the wildfire to kill. But, you know, they're well protected here, honestly, right? They're behind either medium or high cover. Probably high cover. I think that counts as high cover. Sten's safe for now, but basically... Alright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run to here. I'm going to hope I don't one-shot this guy. Otherwise, I'm going to be really sad. 89 to hit. Actually, no. We're just going to go for claws the whole time. 3 hits on claws should kill. In fact, if I crit, it's absolutely a kill. And then what I want is to get a pretty good set of Overwatch shots here. I don't think this is terrible. We're not getting you. I don't have stun strike, so I can't get them. Pulse generator is not in range of anything. I don't think the spear is worth it, personally. The Brute Wayne is on my side. I don't want to kill him too hard. You rolled a 16. I don't have line of sight on the other guy. Primarily, the Bulwark seems okay. Wearing his health down a little bit seems okay as well. Weirdly, aiming like this is fine because 1 bullet per person. It gives me a chance to shred. Well, actually, no. You and you can be shredded, but that's it. But it's still a pretty decent use of that amount of action points, right? 1 bullet on everybody, which seems fine. I'm not really... I don't have any way of overkilling anyway. Another option is an AT grenade. I got a lot of these. But I'm still kind of not feeling it. It's not enough damage to me. I think 1 bullet each is totally fine here. A little bit of damage, no kills. That's okay, though. Keep in mind, we are relying on Toxic to get some of our damage here. Hiding you back behind this wall seems fine. Can mostly let guards run toward me, although, again, we're going to need to do some Overwatch cone stuff. First turn is okay. Toxic now hits her as well. So they're all going to take 75 damage. We get reinforcements on turn 2, which is definitely scary. Keep your heads down. More enemies incoming. Yep. Not great. Static goes first. Yeah, and then Rhino gets to go pretty early as well. I'm pretty sure this is going to be, hey, let's put the whole team behind cover, run these enemies down into the choke point. Got another one of you guys. Skipjacks are going to be too hard to kill. Am I allowed? Is it reasonable? Actually, you know what? No. I think what I'm going to do, I would love... Yeah, so if I can spend 1 AP to get you in line of sight. I am pretty sure you're still in high quality cover, but it's still only 1 AP to get out, so I'm not too miffed about it. Can I get a better angle? No, not really. Okay, so it's go here. I'm still in JTAC, you're still in strike zone. Would love to put real damage on that wildfire. I have a lot of bonus AP thanks to red line. That's really helping here. The 2 action points lets me get a lot done. So primary target is the wildfire. We're still putting in 4 bullets. Means the Brute Wayne's getting low, but he can still debuff for me down the line. Okay, crit and shred makes things a little bit more annoying for me. If I reduce number of targets, darn. Yeah, it's still targeting the guy that I have brain room, which I don't want. There we go. So I lower the number of targets, and it's choosing only 2 people to hit. Right, if we go to 3, we hit the Brute Wayne. We go down to 2, we hit just the Bulwark and the Wildfire. That's what I want, is to get those guys very, very low. This is going to be... possible kills. You're not under strike zone, but you are. We can see 25 to hit. It's not a ton. Actually, no, you're not in strike zone either. If I yield to Rhino, though, my initiative goes too low, so I have to take the shot. It's too bad that strike zone's not where I wanted it to be, but that crit is really good. That damage is really good. Run you back to safety. Yeah, you're out of ammo. That should be fine, though. Next turn, I'll have to trigger my debuffs, my buffs again, but it's okay for now. Rhino can shoot the Grunt Captain. And how easily will the Wildfire catch up to me? I mean, it's definitely possible. I'm happy with Strike Zone as it is right now, though. Let's take this shot. I think this kill is just worth it. You are armored, and I have a railgun. Not bad. I have a few shots here. Scary thing is, I cannot guarantee good Overwatch coverage without going pretty far out to make sure this looks okay. But I really do want to trap this Wildfire without being able to shoot my team. I think this low level cover is just good enough that I should be okay. So I'm going to come down like this. I do have some real recoil. You can see 31% here. But I'm going to Death Watch and aim out like this. See, max range is there, so anything like this should be fine. Well, aim as far right as I can, because I'm shooting into the wall anyway. Yeah, somewhere like this should be fine. I'm just like, yeah, this should be okay. Let's hope it is. Please get into the Overwatch cone. Thank you for dying. That's good news for me. Let's see. So, you are brainwormed. You are not in range of anything. You could definitely fight. So that concerns me a little. If I run up to here, I get a shot. It's going to be within, like, correct ranges here. Right? It's 17 meters away. Accuracy on this gun is good at 18. That's going to be just fine. That'll be enough for me. This kill, then back out, seems acceptable, as far as I'm concerned. Revolvers may be also fine. Let me double check revolver range. Optimal at 18. I might save an action point doing that. Let me double check a little bit of info by doing so. So, again, you're brainwormed. I'm not too worried about it. Either gun is guaranteed to kill, but this only costs 2 AP, so let's revolver you. Down you go. Do not want to stay here, so I will once again spend an action point going back out this way. I might go into Overwatch afterwards. In fact, with 2 AP, I can revolver Overwatch and it's fine. Curious how this range looks. This is 13 meters away from there, which means if I am standing somewhere like this, I can get most of this doorway at 18 meters, which seems fine. Do I want to or need to Overwatch this cone right now? Like, do I want to stand here, go into Deathwatch with the revolver, and take this fight? Is that needed, is sort of my question, essentially. You have... Yeah, so these guys all have SMGs, so they can shoot with 1 action point. I think they could get to here with 1 AP left, and so I think I do want to go somewhere like this and Deathwatch this area. I mean, there's also a really good chance that they simply choose to stop short and be in cover. So I'm going to choose to take the risk. I don't think we're going to take that much damage if they come around. Okay, he shoots the gun. He shoots twice. I have no idea if he hit or not. You're on the way up, but you're poisoned. You're in strike zone. You're for sure out of AP at this point. He's low. He missed. He had 40% to hit, and it sucked both times. That's too bad. You're dead to poison every time. No longer worried about you. I should still wait to see what these guys all do. I'm not worried about you getting close enough to shoot me. Definitely not you either, so let's go ahead and wait and see what happens. You're on the way. You should not have enough AP to fire. You're close, but you should be out. Yep. You can get close, but you should be out as well. And the nice thing is their action points are debuffed. Or sorry, their initiative is debuffed. This guy rolled a 16. You gotta be careful. You should be out. Nope. Oh, shoot. Okay, Bracket's gonna be real hurt. I did not properly judge how scary that would be. Alright, so I need to put you into cover then. You're starting to run out of health. Down, yeah. I guess, yeah, they get farther along than I thought they would, so I misjudged. We're going to take some pretty real damage. Okay, I get into the other JTAC buff. We aim, we get quite a bit of damage here. The shred is great. I guess we'll just try to knock you down then. You missed at that? Your hit chance had to be so high. Oh well, at least you're in cover, which should be half decent. This means they for sure get shots then, all of them. Yeah, you have AP left, right? Yep. Okay, thankfully he is armored for now, but I definitely misjudged what was available. Clearly, if I had gone into Overwatch, this would have been safer. You might have 1 AP as well. Okay, you didn't. But yeah, it turns out Overwatch Cone would have blocked these 2 guys from shooting me, and I would have 100 more health than I do now. Whoops. Okay, well, we can see their initiative rolls are pretty good. Braco also rolled pretty well, but the Skipjack rolled the highest, so let's go Revolver 1 and 2. Or Revolver 1 and then Overwatch, rather. That is very helpful. All I can do is Overwatch, so let's Overwatch. I'm going to aim somewhere like... I've got to hit the captain at the very least, right? We'll see. Yeah, Braco goes first, and then everyone else is a little bit slower. You're already dead. You're at 11. You're on my team. You're on my team for next turn's action. And you're still poisoned, so you're already almost dead even. You're going to be at 4 HP by the time you're done working for me. Right, you're late enough that I'm fine. You're dead. Need you in Overwatch, because I can't guarantee you die. Okay. Put you right in the Overwatch, and we'll put Kai right in the middle there as well. That's fine. Alright, it's looking like I could go for Nervotalk Shell. I mean, this guy is pretty real, and you rolled a 15, you rolled even lower. So, I think it's kill the Grunt Captain. Right, no reason not to do that as far as I'm concerned. This is just, we take our freebie. Down you go. Okay. Lotto is not a threat. Kai is next. Oops. I'm feeling like Biocoat shot seems good here. Get a little bit of extra damage on top. We shred. And you have 52 health, which means any shot kills you. I could Venom Trap for 1 AP. That would let me use my SMG for 1 AP as well. That seems pretty good. Yeah, I'm doing this because it's... And, right, double checking. Yeah, you're not Tox Clouded. So, I'm only getting 50 health per turn. There's no other clean way to get, 4 damage here. So, I can spend 1 AP throwing a Venom Trap. I could have also spent 1 AP using combat drugs, but it's fine. You rolled an 11, and you are my next target. You're already dead. You're going to take a little bit of damage. If I'm really lucky, I shred. I was not really lucky. That's fine. Pretty solid. Pretty solid turn 2. Reinforcements coming probably turn 4, I would guess. Alrighty. Let's see. You're Brainwormed. You go next. You're going on 11. What's nice is I can put some damage in. I probably don't one-shot. If I do, I one-shot. That's fine. But I'm going to go here, take this one shot. I do need to reload at some point, but I'm going to have my other team, or the rest of my team mostly do the reload here. Okay, that's a crit, so you're dead. And that means I am done for now. New Strike Zone coming down soon. And, of course, this guy is doing nothing but taking a little bit of damage here. We'll see what he ends up doing. Rhino can go ahead and yield. You have nobody to fight. Might as well take the Overwatch shot. Nothing else going on. Sten can reload. And let's see. Where do I want to stand? This is an actual reinforcement point. So is this. Obviously, this one is as well. This is. Right, those are all the doors in. So where do I stand to be useful? I'm going to put you basically in the middle. Reason being, I'm basically guaranteed to have the higher initiative roll. Let's be somewhere where I will reliably reach my target. I'm going to put you towards this side so you can be in... It's actually not even better, really. Have you hug this. I think just kind of being around this wall is good enough in most cases. You can reload. I think you still standing there is honestly fine. Rhino sadly cannot reload her railgun. I think we'll just stop you here. You can get a couple of reloads yourself. You can put new JTAC down. Rhino can put new Strike Zone down afterwards. Should be okay overall. Yep, standing towards the middle I think is still fine for me. I'm okay with this being my spot. Let's see what we get turn 4. It's likely reinforcements. And it's right there. Cool. They haven't given up yet. That is true. They all low rolled. That's good news. Well, let's see. That is the last reinforcement spawn. Let's Strike Zone and aim... By aiming up like this... it doesn't matter. It's the only spot they're going to be. Railgun shot's going to be impossible. I can pistol a few times, though. And the pistol is actually half decent. It's minorly upgraded. I'm thinking... Do I care which one I shoot? I kind of want to actually line up to shoot you. Because you have the highest health, and I want to kind of spread damage around a little bit. So, what I'm actually going to do is walk to here. Do a short... Ah, darn. I can't get Bubbles' JTAC down. So, yeah, Bubbles goes really, really late. And so I'm just going to yield to Bracket. Bracket can shoot. It's going to be okay. It's not the greatest, but it's okay. Crit and Shred is nice. Okay, we likely, well, maybe get kills here. The hit chance is all right. All right, we got what we came for. That's good. All right, Rhino, enjoy your pistol shots. I was trying to see if we could get her to have hit all 3 in the full auto and then picked off the weakling. That wasn't possible here. But it looks like we're going to be all right. Here you go, Static. Enjoy your kill. And thwack. All right, enemies killed. It's over. The Ox are done. Don't discount them yet. I want the team clear the kill zone in full guard. Let's move. That is Battle Strike complete. Now it'll be time for an even harder mission, and I will probably be down maybe even 2 people. The Blue Ox were holding onto that stretch with their teeth till we kicked them in. They bled to hold the concrete. Didn't do them any good. Impressed with the strike team. Good job. So thankfully, he succeeded his injury roll, I think, because he took, I believe he took more than 20% of his max health in a single attack. But the good thing is Bracket wasn't going to be on the mission anyway. So we managed to not get too weak there. Rhino and Sten both level up, which is good news. Let's spend those points. So for Rhino, you get +1. That +1 is going to be a second JTAC charge. Great. I know you're doing the exact same build as either Sniper, but it's the best build. I would definitely like to get Brainworm range here. I think cooldown from 5 to 4 is not worth it, but Brainworm range clearly matters. You can get Nervotox Shell range here as well. I could get some Biocoat damage or whatever, but I could even get Toxic Cloud Radius, which is not terrible, but I'm going to go for Brainworm range. Make him decent on that. My benched Hacker, we're just going to make you better at that. That seems okay. Quick thought here around highest gear. Would I swap someone's stuff out for this Urban Assault? Street Dragon versus the Blink. So 118 plus 26. Okay, so the Street Dragon is more damage per bullet by, to be fair, 5 to 10%, right? Okay. Now, the extra bullets, pretty clearly relevant. The question, though, is range of 22 versus range of 30, right? So it's clearly deal more damage when you can fight, but, and it's an important but here, how reliably are you getting more than one person in the cone when you've got to run a lot closer to get them in the cone in the first place? I'm going to say that I think this is going to be better in a full combat situation where nothing else matters except maximizing the damage here. So let's go put on the best mods we can. There's really only one body mod. It's just we grab this one. My min range versus max range is apart by 3. We grab an optic, and I can basically... So this is the better version of that one, right? So basically the choice is, do I want 6 accuracy, and my min range is better, which is, and I get some more arc, or 7 accuracy, and I get functionally 3 meter range increase that I care about, which is probably this, right? It's, I think, pretty much the exact build that the other gun was using, but I think this is the right choice, all said and done. I think this is going to be how the squad is set up here. You've got a mod on your pistol, you've got a mod on your pistol, plus a minor accuracy bump there. There's very few barrel mods, or sorry, grip mods you can put on a revolver, since they don't take ammo increasers. But this is decent enough as it is. Let me double check that there's nothing else I would try to grab. Yeah, no, everything else looks fine. I am running only a single bat. I think it is fine that I'm only running a single bat. I am definitely worried about having very few action points to start, but it's what we've got. I think this match will be very, very hard. And realistically, there isn't a real reason to do this because I don't need... I mean, I literally won't, because of the challenge run, purchase a burner mouth. So I am intentionally underpowered here. And intentionally, like, taking a mission that is bad. But it's for the content. If I lose people, I lose people. I will have to... If I lose my war machine, I have to implant someone else with a delta wire. We could definitely lose some some headway here, but it is what it is. Here's the squad. I do not have a Corrupt Fenian Insider for this, so I can't get Hype Crush, I can't get Tactical Dominance, I don't have a Field Op Center to get extra, action points for this mission here as well, so there's nothing else I can do. It's just simply hope it's good enough, prep for work to deploy, here's the squad, I just hope we're ready. I don't know for sure if we're ready, but it's what we've got. You've got decent armor. I might want to actually switch from the evasion armor to more protective ones. So I'm actually going to switch some of the stuff around real quick. And No one else holding on to armor, right? No. I'm going to give my people better damage blocking armor here. And I'm not going to move the snipers very much either, I think, realistically. So I've been tempted to go for high, like, very heavy armor on some of these characters. I think -3 recoil is kind of nice, actually. Put that on you. And for you, I'm going to give you better armor as well, which is going to be... Might as well be this. Just strictly better light suit, essentially. So he's going to be slower, but you've got a lot of range on a sniper rifle, so it doesn't really matter if you're fast. Initiative shouldn't be a huge deal here. It's just, let's make sure we don't die. My war machine is going to run decently well. Yeah, she's got a little minus move speed, but the heavy armor has been valuable in the past. Actually, wait, hold on. Let's switch this one around, right? Because you, if you go here, I don't care about the move speed mod on a long-range character. And so you can wear slightly worse armor, but it's not that big of a deal. I think that's okay. Still 2 protection points. It's fine. All right, that is the team. And as far as running hyper V-caps, for getting evasion and move speed and stuff, I think no. Let's go ahead and switch that out and give this to the war machine. That means you're going to drop your AT grenade, which, yeah, that makes sense to me. Move speed for the melee character seems pretty good. I have action point printing. This is the team. Let's hope it goes well. I'm expecting to get shot. I'm going to call it 3 times. Place your bets. I guess to do a real over-under, you have to do a 0.5. So I'm going to get shot, like damaged, 3.5 times. Declare your over-under. Let's see what happens. I'm going to say under, by the way. But it's the call was 3. They're here. We got both E-rifles in hand. Too bad they're biochip. We could use these in just a second. You could. Turns out Origami Joe wasn't being paranoid. The Fenian have been trailing us since we touched down in the 008. Glad I stayed back here after all. Look alive, mercs. We've got trouble coming in hot. They've taken the time of the trap. They've got us surrounded and are going to rush from every side. So, here we go. Plenty of spawns. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And there's 4. I love this. Good camera angle. Okay, so what's interesting is either they have retuned them over time, or more likely spawn points are somewhat random. Very frequently I've seen spawn points here, and this doesn't count as cover, but it does block line of sight, and so fighting the spawn has been pretty tough. This has been a spawn point, this has been a spawn point. I mean, any like stairs up counts, right? So all these are legal. This has been a spawn point, this is a spawn point there as well. Up here could be. So you have to approach the map a little bit differently each time, which totally fine, very reasonable. But the question I kind of have is, where and how am I going to fight? So what's nice is, well, not exactly. This gun has a max reach of 13, and I can't easily get in 13 meters, within 13 meters of these bad guys, to shotgun stun them. I can go there and be in cover and, like, hope they're not too mean to me. I can brainworm one, which, to be fair, for a wildfire is not an unreasonable choice. Please tell me that's actually in range. Of course it's not. I can run to, like... If I run to there, am I in brainworm? No, still no. Okay, so I've actually got to run out like this. Something like this to be in... And I'm pretty sure, like, starting out and brainworming you is correct. This thing does a lot of... This guy does a lot of damage, and making them deal less damage is good. My experience playing this map, considering you start outnumbered, and spawns don't typically come in, you know, 5 people per turn. Doing really well at the very start is going to get you a lot of space to work with. Tough thing is, it's going to be really hard to be well covered against all these guys. I can try to hide back here. You've got a sword, and you're 24 meters away, which is roughly 6 AP of movement. So, you know, there is a world where if I can get, you know, exactly as far forward as I want to be, right, like right on the edge of, okay, I'm in brainworm range. Like, you're clearly brainwormable from right there. Let's run up. Please tell me I'm not wrong about this estimation. I will be very sad if I am. Great. You're now on my turn, my team, for 2 attacks. I'm going to run back into here. The goal being purely... I'm not going to shoot an SMG. I'm just going to hide. I should be far enough away from you. And you guys have to come all the way down to get line of sight of me as well. That should be an okay start. What's my initiative roll? Absolute dog shit. Okay, so I have to be worried about what you're going to do down the line. I have shots on a few people. That grunt captain... I have a bit of negative range on, but it's not too bad. Am I stepping out for this? I'm just surprised. Wow, I'm just surprised that's a shot. So we're pretty well in cover from these guys. They have to come around. I mean, I guess technically this is a real shot, but like their guns are all short range. SMG, 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 Urban Assault, right? So they're going to cap at around 20. So for example, right there is about 20 meters, right? So if you want to get an attack range, it's getting all the way here. These guys don't have the AP to do it. These guys do. But I'm thinking, hey, let's be somewhere. Let's include you in it so you can shotgun. But somewhere like this seems like a pretty good JTAC. And somewhere like, probably not quite this, but maybe more like that is a pretty good first strike zone, I think. I would like to just shoot from where I'm standing because I think that's actually pretty decent. I think that's actually an okay spot to put it. And I think we can shoot the Grunt Captain twice. Not guaranteed to crit, but if I do, it's good damage. Shot 1. It's a shred and a crit. Shot 2. You are dead. And then odds are high they run toward me. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw down Overwatch. And it's probably fine, right? It's probably totally fine. Let's just cover that. Alright, Static is going to have a little bit of a harder time being useful. She cannot get in range to do anything at all. You're safe. This is... We can kind of like use the gray lines to see, like, okay, you can shoot over this wall, but this is not the easiest, right? We're looking at like, oh, can we find these guys where they are? No, this thing blocks line of sight really well. As far as I can tell, it like fully blocks line of sight, right? You can see it doesn't go through at all. So this fully blocks everything. There's a little bit of a window here. That's not going to give a shot onto her. So it's like, if she's going to get shot at from here, like we can do the preview, right? That is 26 meters away. That's going to be really bad accuracy. Minus 10 from obstruction because this is in the way. So they really want to get to like... If they get to like here, this is a shot. Again, also obstructed, so it's not horrible. I can jump the wall, no problem. I think standing here, being in hard cover and waiting is acceptable. Minus 50 to hit is pretty playable. I'm also going to go ahead and just pop the VCAPs right now. 10 evasion will also help with being in cover and not getting shot. So, none of this has rebar, so I should be able to jump anywhere I want. So I'm tempted to run here and just... I want to bait them to shoot my guy. I should be very hard to hit with hard cover plus evasion. I should be fairly safe. So I'm going to stop you here. Bubbles gets the fight. Bubbles cannot hit more than one person right now. The skipjack's worth killing. This wildfire is a little scary, but again, range is not their strong suit. Downside is... I just don't have great line of sight in everybody. Yeah, so it's like, if I'm here, you can eventually get around to shooting me. If I'm here, that's a little scary. It might work. I get high cover there, and I'm kind of line of sight blocked there. That's maybe okay. It's not lovely, but it's maybe okay. I'm in JTAC. These guys aren't in strike zone because I put it there, which is probably wrong, but I already did it. It's too late. I think I want to let these guys walk first. I think it's my best choice right now. One concern also is initiative rolls can be pretty scary. One thing I'm considering doing is walking out here and just putting Overwatch on these guys. And just be like, yeah, let's see actually. If I Overwatch, yeah, it's like, I don't have great Overwatch coverage aside from going here, which even then I don't need, and even this I don't really need, right? I can hide out from you guys well enough. Someone surely rolls well enough to beat this wildfire in initiative. I say, hoping. So I'm here. I'm in hard cover. These guys can't reach. You're getting caught anyway. You guys cannot get in range yet. You can just fully run at me, and it's not going to be a big deal. I can aim even farther back and be somewhere like this. I am much more exposed to this. Like, you come out here, you can shoot me. So I do want to be behind this pillar here. Although, I'm trying to think, like, if I'm here, yeah, this is a real line of sight. Okay, so I do want to be this location. That's going to block pretty well. It's going to be hard for them to get line of sight over here. So my War Machine can ambush. I say ambush, she's spotted. She'll get attacked, most likely. But I'm thinking, I can walk here. This is acceptable. I'm thinking I shoot the skipjack because the damage is actually real. Worth noting that the wildfire has higher initiative, which means Deathwatch will stop her. But I'm really tempted to just Deathwatch both of them. Because it's basically the same mechanic, except that, and then which way, you're even later. Okay, yeah. So I'm pretty sure I just want to Deathwatch and just be like, no, neither of you get to move. Screw you. Stay where you are so you can't attack me. It's the same thing as attacking twice, so like, why not just also leave them in place with the shot? I just hope I don't get hit. You're running up. You should not have enough AP, or I'm wrong. Cool. You did roll higher than Jackknife, but not higher than Rhino and Bubbles. That's good news. Static's going to wait. I'm pretty sure I don't have... Yep, I don't have line of sight for that, but I can always move up and do it if needed. All right, moment of truth. Let's hope this turn is good. Oh, okay. You're ending with cover. Oh, we shred. That's a 10% shred chance. That's huge. And one shot. Nice crit. Okay, Wildfire is brainwormed. There's no way you're shooting anybody. Oh, you are? Oh, but your chance hit's got to be like 5%. Yeah, you did not pick a high-quality shot there. Railgun stops you in your tracks. And then you should be out of AP now. You've got to be, right? Yep, okay. You rolled really well, though. All right, that's fine. We can deal with that. Okay, I have 3 AP left, which means I think I need to go for a bat. Okay, let's see. So, okay, so, wow, so much of their team goes before me. All right, so this Grunt Captain is almost unkillable. It's going to require me using a bat stun. That's fine. That's what I have this for. But it's going to basically require that. I'm also pretty tempted to use Redline just to, like, put it, or, sorry, Crimson Vector, just to put it on cooldown and get some damage out of it. It's not mandatory, but it's a consideration. Okay, this guy's to be stunned. So, Static's turn is going to be Swing the Bat. It is very unlikely to kill unless I get really lucky with my 10% shred. Again, really, really unlikely. But it also means my claws are going to be kind of useless, which is too bad. An alternative here, this is a little bit... Actually, no, okay. I kind of like... Okay, here's the funkiness. I kind of want to go here. Use Stun Strike for 2 AP. Use my other 2 AP to get here. And then go for claw damage. Your turn hasn't been stopped yet, but Bubbles can move. And so Stun Strike will mean that you're going to skip your next turn. I can clean you out, and somebody has to, because Jackknife might not die. Because, again, it's a blade, not a bat, so it's going to have a hard time getting through 62% armor. It's going to do, like, 112 first strike, maybe, right? Like, I probably don't get bleeding out unless I get unlucky and get shredded. I don't know what the shred chance is, but I'm going to guess it's under half. So, I'm going to stun you, and I could stun you with the bat, but I can get a lot more distance if I don't do that. And I stun you with, Stun Strike. Right? So if I Stun Strike you, come down here, use Claws. I'm not guaranteed a kill, but it's going to be really good damage. I think it's going to look alright. I think it'll look alright. So that's one person. Next up is going to be you. Rhino can and should lock you in Overwatch. That should be acceptable. We can basically move her around to here, shoot once, go into Overwatch Cone. It'll probably be fine. I'm not too worried about it. It's my only other Overwatch charge, but again, I'm trying to kind of alpha strike the initial spawn of enemies. They're pretty scary, all things considered. Also, you are kind of far away, but I think it's still correct. Other one is you, and of course your brainworm still for one more action. Then you exist. Oh yeah, also the chance to hit him. Yeah, 13%. It was pretty trash. Then you go. Thankfully, most of my team is in cover, although my War Machine, if she doesn't get the kill, is completely exposed and you're gonna get shot. So I've got to be a little bit careful about that. Don't have a good way around that one though. It just, you know, it'll be what it'll be. Hopefully it'll be not me getting killed, but hopefully she'll also roll above 17. That's not the most likely, but it's possible. And then yeah, you've got to be killed, and you're down there mostly useless. I think it'll be mostly fine. All right, so we have a plan. Let's execute it. Taking a long time, but again, I needed to kind of plan out my entire turn. So, run down here. I don't think I can kill you, so Stun Strike. With 2 AP left, I can cleanly get into attack range. I can get somewhere where I'm like a little bit... Ooh, that's actually a little bit of improvement. Start off snapping, see if I can get any closer. Best I can do is probably that. Okay, that'll make this person have to go a little bit farther away to catch me, if they have to catch me, or if they're able to catch me. That seems fine. I'm clearly in range. Let's go. I'm sadly not in JTAC. It is what it is. Don't have a way around that one. Very unlikely that I fully kill, but I think the odds of me rolling well on initiative are pretty high, and so, you know. Oh, the odds are not high. I rolled above you at least. Picking up even more incoming comm signatures, Panther. Right, yep. makes sense. There's you guys. Alright, turn 2, and there's more of them. So we've got another wildfire and a skipjack. I'm in range of people that I mostly don't care about. That's not great. Overwatch cone here sucks. Bubbles is relatively safe, sure, but I still don't really love my placement on all this. Going to here for Overwatch seems a little dicey. I will also be outside of JTAC, which is not great. If I'm here, my vision cones kind of suck. Might have to let you walk up, all things considered. Okay, if you guys roll poorly, you're stunned. You, I don't think, can even shoot me. And then you're brainwormed. If I delay, I go to 9, which gives room for you, and you to all fight, which is scary. I kind of need to kill this guy, but the problem is I do not think I have a good shot. Yeah, it's minus 40 to hit. I don't want to... Yeah, that just sucks. That definitely just kind of sucks. Bubbles is pretty safe, but I don't love everything else I got. And also, if you roll well on initiative, and I... Or, like, sorry, you roll well on your attack, and I get knocked out of Overwatch, these guys are pretty spicy. It's not the end of the world. It's not horrible for me. But considering you can walk up and get kind of close on your turn, I'm a little worried about what's possible here. And you can definitely walk up and shoot me in the back. Bubbles can try, but I'm not sure he can do a great job. I really don't want to burn Strike Zone on that, but I don't know if I have a choice. Like, there's these guys which are totally worth killing, which is what I want to use Strike Zone on. Going all the way out there, I mean, it's not the worst. Honestly, it might be the play. It's in JTAC. Actually, I mean, it might even be there. I'm worried about you having a real shot on me, though. It should be tough. I feel like a lot of stuff's going to block line of sight. Like, okay, this does not block line of sight. These pipes here, they clearly don't. So this is, like, basically fake. Again, this spot right here is not in JTAC, and I really want the hit chance. I guess I could just walk out and recast it. I have a ton of charges anyway. It's probably my best option, to be honest. Yeah, it's my best option. Okay, I'm out of JTAC. It's fine. I'm going to recast a new one. Let's put it... I might not be able to find the exact right place for it, but... somewhere like... Yeah, somewhere like this should be acceptable. I can figure it out. That should be fine. And then... Shoot. Did not... Okay. Did not realize that. Oh well. Yeah, it's just a step out from cover to get into an Overwatch cone. That is a real problem. You rolled a 9, you rolled a 7. I'm just going to delay, let this guy move, and then come out for it afterwards. And hope I'm safe. You are running up. And you're out of AP, right? Alright, good enough. I got what I wanted. You please actually kill someone. Nope, you missed the sword person. Alright, Bubbles has a chance. We could... Well, Static can go first, which is good. Static can get this kill. Almost certainly. So, my focus is going to be on getting other stuff done. So, I'm not worried about you yet. Static gets the kill and gets to safety. Every time. Not worried about it. Jackknife is chill as well. Not worried about it. You rolled a 16, so we gotta deal with you eventually. Maybe now, to be honest. This is not a bad time for Revolver. You guys can be covered by Rhino's Overwatch. I'm pretty confident. Maybe his Overwatch instead if I'd rather. Like, this is pretty clearly playable. I don't really want to let you get an attack. But I think we can kill you and it's fine. Nice crit. And then I think Rhino shooting here and just overwatching these two is actually pretty playable. I'm thinking I do want to strike zone these three. It seems like a pretty good time for it. Pretty good place for it. I think that's a fine use of the buff. I'm going to throw... I kind of want to throw JTAC down now over here to let everyone else get a better chance at, you know, combat. Let's see. So you're buffed, but you're not. So I'm going to use one of my JTACs to make the War Machine better. and make this fight possible. I only have... Ooh, okay. One tough thing is I am limited on attacks here. So what I'm going to do, actually, is shoot the revolver, because I only have one shot in the sniper rifle anyway. That's a pretty good shot. They're the same initiative roll, though, so it doesn't really matter. This is kind of a nice shot, though. What's the range between you and the captain? 14. Okay, so your railgun shot's going to be kind of bad. I think you should shoot the captain. This looks fine. Sucks. And then I only get one shot here, but it should be half decent. Alright, static. First strike might kill. In fact, it's guaranteed to kill. Which means I don't get claw value, but whatever. Down you go. I can't get up for the stun. I can run there and hide for one turn to make you have to get out of position. Sniper should be not the most safe, but we'll just have to see what happens. Spend 1 AP figuring it out. You might have 1 AP left to shoot with. You might. Yep. Thank you, cover. Alright, Jackknife gets to play the game now. You rolled a 17. You rolled a 22. Holy moly, that's high. Alright, well, guess what it's time for? It's time for shotgun shenanigans. Nervotalk Shell probably can't catch them both. You're also not going to be... you're going to be waking up next turn. This guy needs to die. Pretty much for sure. War Machine can help. But we need to actually start offloading some damage here. Let's see. If I delay, War Machine can start. And that way she can work on this kill. Which I do want that info, to be honest. I want to know what's possible. I think delay makes sense. Everyone I know about has rolled ahead of me in initiative. You being at a 16 is not good for me. Yeah, that 16 is scary. Bubbles is at 15, so he's actually really stuck there. It might still have to be this, and it's like, look, I'm just gonna lock you up. We'll see what the rolls are. Oh man, that's gonna be bad. I can't do much about this though. I'm gonna hope that the cover holds, but I mean, he stepped out to get this. She's gonna step out to get this. You rolled a 16. Yeah, I'm rolling between a 9 and a 19, which means odds are I don't roll well. Obviously, Bubbles is where he is, and if I Overwatch, I'm actually guaranteed a 7. I could go for the shot. Half the time I crit. That's about half the time this person just straight up dead. And then this guy very likely stops one of them in their tracks, but not... I mean, I think this is actually pretty good. I think take the shot and then Overwatch 1 is my best option here. Didn't get the crit. At least you're at 1 HP. And then we'll Overwatch 1. This should work out, right? She'll stop one, and then he'll stop the other. Okay, shredded. Now you're out of the way. All right, let's see how you can do. Actually, honestly, pretty well. That's going to be in range. I can bat stun. That's good. That's a start. This is the only one I can bat stun, so let's go ahead and hit you. Okay, we got a glancing hit. I don't want to waste my claws, because I don't get the kill yet. I mean, it doesn't really matter when I use claws, though, right? It theoretically can. It can, because I might want claws of somebody else for some reason that I don't quite know yet. Let's see if my sniper hits. Yeah, he did more than hit. Okay. My entire team rolled below this guy in initiative, except for Static, who... I mean, yeah, just not going to be able to catch that, right? Alright, so... the plan is run out here. Shotgun stun you. That's basically guaranteed. I mean, you rolled... okay, let's see. You rolled a 17. Static does not have any stuns available. Yeah, stun strike's down for 4. This is down for 4. You're going to skip 1 turn. I get 2 bat strikes. That is not a guaranteed kill. Now you... if I run out like this and I Tox Cloud, I can kill you. So the question is... do I... ooh, and also you're up next turn at 16. And I also have to deal with you. So... do I unload a stun onto you? I could potentially unload a stun onto you. Do I Tox Cloud this way? This War Machine is going. I don't know if I can get Static safe enough. I guess she can run behind this hard cover pretty much every time. Like, I can like, bat once, use claws, and then I will have at least 4 AP, ideally 6. And I mean, I could try to bat this, but it might go very poorly. If I Nervotox here, it's not in range. Yeah, there's no way. Venom Trap won't do anything useful. But you're in a spot that is actually dangerous. These guys do technically count as in cover. But I'm really worried about you walking up and being an absolute menace. I'm really worried about that. And you rolled a 21, which is also scary. Not that anything's going to change if I Toxic Cloud you. Still scary, though. I've already stunned you, right? You're down for the next turn. You get to act, but we're in cover. You get to act, but I think you can break our cover. And we can get Static into cover to survive Jibo. So I think, yeah, this is the play. I think it's go here. Be in cover because we can't hide from you for sure. We'll Toxic Cloud you no problem. And it'll maybe catch Epsilon. I'm not sure. But this is my best option. Toxic Cloud will easily catch. It'll lurch forward. You're definitely dead. You'll be caught, but not dead. Does it hit? Yes, it hits. Down goes 1. A little bit of damage. Defendian know how to party. Another wave is coming up. Well, thanks for the roll by the Toxic Cloud. Another group right there, though, which is not good for Static. She's going to have to get into cover here. Plus a move point helps. Let's go for a strike. Double claws are very unlikely to kill. Pulse Gen looks kind of cute, actually. Honestly, the damage here is enough where... I mean... Yeah, I actually like this. This will let me get a claw kill, like, every time. The minus evasion is useful for some other point down the line. You're at 16. Oh, that is a problem. No one can stop you. Well, still my best shot. See, you're still stunned for this turn, so I don't have to go for you. But I'm doing this so I can get the action points and try to wear this guy down. Unsuccessfully, I will add. But this means I can claw you. Down you go. That is a lot of AP printed. And since it is a good bat, this might be decent. But we're going to have to let them kind of run up towards us and hope it works out okay. Thankfully, this does block line of sight. So I have 2 bat strikes and 2 claw strikes, and I'm going to hope they're good enough. I'm actually... Also, what I want to do probably is go here, use Crimson Vector. I don't want to be standing here, but basically it's a free claw attack that I wasn't going to get otherwise, so I might as well. It's going to be very little damage, but it's literally free. Also, there is unfortunately a... I guess you can call it a bug, but the way JTAC is coded, if you leave the circle, you lose the buff. And so if you have overlapping circles at all, if you're in both and you leave one, you no longer have the buff from the other JTAC circle. Thankfully, I have good damage here. And as long as I don't glance too badly, I believe glancing that strike. There we go. It's not miserable. That's okay. 0 AP claw attacks. Please, please don't roll terribly. Thank you very much. I glanced multiple hits there. And again, if I had the JTAC accuracy, I wouldn't have glanced. Would have been in a better spot, but it is what it is. You can walk. Let's see how scary your attacks are. Otherwise, we're okay-ish. Ooh, you can definitely shoot at this guy, though. He's going to be a little sad. Flanking. You have AP for sure. Okay, Overwatch is not the end of the world. You have... Okay, you're out of AP, right? You rolled a 20? That's very unfortunate. So Bubbles... for sure can't do anything, right? If I walk, I'm Overwatch hit. Now, this should count as cover, I believe. What's interesting, by the way, is Toxic Cloud damage does count as an Overwatch break. But I'm really going to be relying on Jackknife to shoot this guy to break him out. So, really just have to wait here. But you notice that like a lot of my team is not under JTAC due to that kind of bug. I am unsure if casting it another time will put the buff on them. I think it will. And let me double check one thing, which is, does Rhino have a charge? No. I've used almost all my JTAC circles. So I do think, though, based on what I'm seeing on my team, I'm like, I kind of want to put this down. Jackknife's going to want the accuracy, and so is Static. So I'm thinking I kind of want this. But I have no guarantee if it's going to work the way I would like it to. But I think I should still try. I'm going to go somewhere like this. Not sure it's correct, but I think it's what I want here. Anyway, you're just going to wait, right? This guy would pop you out. Let's hope they're not too good at this. Taking cover. You should have really bad shots here, though. I should be hard cover, should I not? You were like a 10% there? You have a real shot. Okay, no, I'm debuffed. Okay. Are you going to buff grenade? Okay, you're kind of chilling. Yeah, it was 12% to hit. I mean, I'm owed that eventually, right? Like, that is meant to happen at some point. Okay, guaranteed hit here, 96%. No reason to go full auto. Just claim the kill. Great. We're safe from the Overwatch cone now. And then, am I worried about you? I mean, you have buff grenades. It's not the end of the world. I'm thinking, let's let you act, and then we'll deal with it afterwards, because these guys do count as hard cover, right? Like, these shots aren't going to be good. Oh, I can't. Right. Alright, give me some sick bounces, maybe? Yes. Oh, oh. That's not going to do anything for me. I can shoot this wildfire, which I'm thinking is actually a good idea. Static rolled poorly. These guys are here at like 14 and 18, which are not nearly as scary. Oh, you know what? No, I should 100% just go for the Nervotox shell. You're under hard cover, which is bad for me. Not sure I can easily break that. But I also want to make sure I'm not getting shot by these guys. So I'm going to run to here. That should pretty cleanly still be in JTAC. Great. So I have hard cover. Static doesn't, and Static rolled below... No, Static's... Sorry, she's hidden. She's behind that thing. You rolled like God, so let's Nervotox you. It's a guaranteed hit. It's also a guaranteed stun for 2 turns. The Shred is reasonably likely at 60%, but what I really care about is you not acting. And now you're not. Alright, don't be too scary, please. You might have 2 AP. Cool, you don't. Alright, we can act. So... what do we have? You're at 14. You're at 18. I care about killing you. This shot looks okay. There's the crit. Yeah, and now I'm outside that JTAC circle, so now I have no buff. But I'm pretty sure if I walk into this area right here, I'm going to have walked into a new JTAC zone. Although... is this circle JTAC? I don't even know. I mean, to be fair, I have 4 JTAC circles, so yeah, good luck, you know, knowing all these. Okay, what if I walk into here? I walked into one out of another, didn't I? Yep. Whatever. Your roll's not high enough for me to care too much. I'm just going to shoot. But yeah, kind of unfortunate that these things are wonky like that. Oh, well. Okay. You're stunned. You're real, but kind of far away, such that I don't think I have to care. He's in... well, I need to hide from you, though. So, I think I want to spend a couple AP running out like this, just to kind of be in a decent spot. You're stunned for basically ever. So I think we can just take this kill and deal with the rest later. I'm pretty cleanly buffed. First shot's good. Second shot kills. Good enough for me. Alright. Reinforcements, I assume, yet again? Yes. Yep, 2 more bad guys. Alright, well, you are stunned. You're going to look for a fight. You could totally get one. This guy is in cover, but he's not. Okay, nope, he just buffed. That's totally chill. This counts as low cover, which is not great. If I go up here, you could almost certainly ambush me and have an AP left to fight. So I don't love that. I am kind of feeling like I want to Venom Trap you. Now, Venom Trap baseline does have minus move speed, Now, the melee guy's far enough away that I don't care. The ranged one is one I want to slow down, weirdly enough, because that way you can't break my cover, and we can just ambush the other one. At least I believe that's to be the case. So I'm going to Venom Trap you. Whee! Great, you're slowed. You're going to have a hard time breaking cover, which means, like, I mean, that's still no good because you're going to be in... You will literally be able to attack me from there. It's going to be 4 AP to get close. But now I don't know if you can even, like, shoot at me. Well, this shot is really playable for you. We can Overwatch Cone that, probably. I could run down here. I'm not sure it's correct for me. Darn, I can't snap with 3 AP left. That's too bad. You haven't had your turn yet, and I wouldn't be in range of almost anything. I mean, shooting you seems pretty reasonable. I'm, like, in range, use my shotgun. That's, like, pretty positive. I could hide off on the backside. Like, if I come to here or something, I'm, like, probably out of range of these guys. I don't love that, though, because it still puts me in kind of a weird spot where it's like, if you roll high, we're kind of screwed. This kill seems really convenient. And maybe you'll run up and then Static gets a kill, right? That'd be kind of nice. You rolled a 17. I mean, Static maybe outrolls that, but it's not a guarantee. Everyone here is dead. Good. Let's see. What... I still think slowing you is correct, but obviously you have to be concerned about the fact that you can't miss. You can't one-shot anybody is a good thing, right? We all have armor unshredded, and for the most part, enough HP that we're chilling. He just has, like, straight-up heavy armor, right? Yeah. He doesn't need the move speed, that's for sure. I'm glad he blocked, actually, 3/4, right? Like, that was kind of nice. Okay, do I have a better turn, though? I'm, like, trying to think. Do I have a better turn? I want to be in cover. I don't want to be here. And the only reason is, like, if you roll well, I'm very sad. And you, I think, can get here, break cover, and shoot for 2 AP. This is, like, in between the two, where you still can't reach, but, like, low cover's not good enough for me here. One thing I could do, I don't think it's correct, is if I go there... Oh, no, I wouldn't be in range anyway, 20 meters. I was considering a Biocoat bullet. It's minus 15 accuracy, which means, right, between low cover being 25 and minus 15 from that, minus 40 to hit, I would, like, feel okay about. But I still don't really like what I'm seeing here. Worth noting, by the way, that there is a J-Tech upgrade that gives plus evasion. And kind of low-key here, I'd be okay with it, based on what I've been seeing. For these, like, really, really big holdout things, I think, you know, 10% evasion per upgrade point is pretty worthwhile. Let's see. So, I still don't know what my turn is. I know I'm just sitting here on the same turn. But, like, where am I supposed to be? I can go there and shoot. Okay. Let's look another way. Let's try to, like, force this. Who do I want to be able to deal with you? We probably just shoot you outright with those 2 snipers, to be honest. I think they can just kind of alpha strike that, and I'm not worried. Like, someone's going to have a, like, reload into Overwatch, and it's just going to be good enough. So I think you just take this kill. And then I will at least yield and see what Bubbles can do to make this safe. So I don't have Overwatch. That's okay. If I go here, I'm accurate at 18 meters. That's not good enough. Okay. So I need to reload the sniper rifle, but if I do that, I don't have a pistol shot. And I don't have Overwatch. If I go here, yeah, so it's like, reloading sniper seems really good. Shooting revolver is okay. Surprised that's faster, but I guess this is path blocked? Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, it's all the same. Well, not really. Yeah, that's 3 AP, which is not great. Okay, you're still not useful because you have no ammo. And Rhino's low on ammo. I think she has, like, 1 shot. I think I just wait. I let them run up. You can't shoot him, and you can't do anything. So I'm just going to wait and revolver if it gets better. So Jackknife needs to only be safe from you. And, of course, you as well, but... So if I'm here, I'm fine. I'm too far away from you, and I'm still in heavy cover for you. And, in fact, I'm, like, actually completely blocked off there. Okay, that seems completely playable. That's my spot. I'm going to delay you. I'm going to delay Static. Rhino has no ammo, actually. I'm thinking reload is kind of correct here. I'm thinking I should run into cover and be safe. And we hope the revolver is good enough. It's not exactly beautiful, but I think it's still my best option. I think you're out of AP. You're gonna get close. You should not have enough. Yep, you don't. You should have a hard time getting a shot as well. Okay, that Overwatch cone sucks. And in fact, because you're Venom Trap, that's gonna break. Okay, so you rolled an 18. That is a real issue. I don't have JTAC or anything. Again, I'm still in heavy armor, so I'm not terrified. But I don't think Jackknife actually has reach here, which is too bad. I think many of my team have poor rolls. This is very unlikely that I can 2-hit you. I'm at least in JTAC. If I crit, and look, if I crit, the damage here is incredible. I crit for 3x damage. And I get 2 rolls at it, right? So I have 50% to crit at least once. And if I do that, they're dead. It is my best option. You didn't quite get it. You're very low. That doesn't change the fact that you can still kill me. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not guaranteed it, though. Okay, so if I hit, you're dead. The problem is you have a bunch of bonus initiative stuff here. I think I have to have static sprint at you, but anyway. Yeah, if I hit, you're dead. There's no reason to biocoat. We just take the 46%. There we go. Nice. I think I mean, I don't love that this guy's here able to hit you, but it's not the end of the world. The tough thing is... Oh, interesting. Okay, you are blocked there. Cool. Okay, so Cap has the best roll. Theta's roll is okay. The fact that you rolled a 17... I cannot get... It's like, I can probably kill this guy without much difficulty, to be honest. I'm gonna have a lot of AP to spare, most likely. But no one else is going to roll above that. Whereas here... I also still don't have any guaranteed stuns. But 2 bat strikes plus a claw is still not bad. I'm not guaranteed to win. I'm actually really not guaranteed to win. And I know you rolled high. So should I just take this kill and then hide again afterwards? Right. Take this kill, then run back over here. I almost certainly have the AP for that. Almost certainly. And this Overwatch cone appears to be blocked. I think letting you walk up is correct. Let's just take this kill and get out. I'm quite confident it's the right play. And I want to get as far back... Yeah, so... I'm in range of 1.94 meters, good enough for me. I leave JTAC, it's fine. Strike 1 is good damage. 125, that is a possible claw kill. Not guaranteed, but a bit more than 50%. Didn't get it, I got a glance. One thing I could do, by the way... But you really don't have the shot, do you? Oh, that pillar blocks it. That won't have line of sight. What I was considering doing is running up here and using eye lasers, but that's not going to work. So we just take this kill. Down you go. Very good damage. And then I can't get all the way out. That's fine. I can take this as hard cover. And by ending with 1 AP left, I get take cover as cover bonus. And that'll be minus 60 to hit, which is going to feel really comfy. I can't even limit spear anyway, so let's just end the turn. 60% less chance to be hit. Should be pretty safe. I rolled below Kappa. I'm not surprised. And we get even more fun added up here. As there's a sniper. Keep your heads down. Get behind cover. Get ready to rush that gunner. Alright. It should be really tough for you to kill my guy. In fact, you did nothing. Because you were that bad at it. Alright, so. Your Overwatch is done because Venom Trap hit you. You're also behind cover, which is not great for me. I should reload this gun for realsies. I'm in... Yep, that's going to be a hit. I have some concerns you can reach me. So right here, your shot sucks. You're still slow by Venom Trap. You'd have to get around to here. And I think by the time you're here, that's cost you more than 4 AP because your move speed's slow by 25%. I think I can take the shot and it's totally acceptable. 30% to crit. It's something. Alright, Static, I think, can run this guy down now. I have some concerns about the sniper, but... Actually, I could probably stand somewhere a little bit less exposed. Yeah, if I go here... Yeah, your turn's already done, so I can just strike at you. The kill is really not going to happen, but that's fine. I can outroll a 15, I believe. That's a little bit greedy, but What else do I have going on? Strike 1. This will not kill. Ooh, it's even a glance. Yikes. Handblade seems useless. I'm just going to basically stand in cover. I don't want to be shot by you. Let's hope my initiative roll is actually good. 14. Fuck you. Alright. Well, that sucks. You don't count as full high cover here. One thing I could try... Ooh, that's bad too. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is be in a spot where I can Tox Cloud and hit you with it. Like, stand somewhere like this, then Tox Cloud out. So what I want is something like this, where I'm blocked from you. I'm actually kind of blocked from you as well. I mean, not incredibly well, so. If I'm here, I'm blocked from you, and I'm blocked from you. And then I can still come down to the bottom of these stairs and Venom, Tox Cloud out that way, and it'll catch. So that's going to be my plan. I also have a shotgun shot, but I don't have a stun available. And again, I'm not going to one-shot this guy. Okay, I'm here, and that's fine. All right, Rhino, what you got? You have a full magazine. Outside ultimate range makes this a bit worse. I'm still thinking, though, it's strike zone for 20 hit chance. 88 to hit, 2 shots. I'm really willing to take this risk. And that's why. All right. Oops, wrong thing. I'm going to throw a J-Tac down at these people. I could have, you know, maybe planned my turn out better and not swung yet, and then had the hit chance and crit chance buff. That might have been smart, but it's too late for that. I'm still going to J-Tac this area. I'm going to wait for the Wildfire to take their turn. It might be a shot at Jackknife. I guess we'll see. It might be a shot at Bubbles, but I think he's going to be okay. You jump over. You have a shot. You have a shot. You have a shot. Yep. Oh, that's bad. I mean, it's a crit. It's a shred, but it's not the end of the world. You're at a 7, because that's what Overwatch does. It drops your initiative by 2. And yeah, my goal is go all the way over there and use Tox Cloud for the -2 initiative. Great. Now Static goes first. Stack Knife, thankfully, also rolled well. I'm going to do nothing. I'm just going to sit here and wait. You're going to lose Overwatch to Venom Trap, and then I get to shoot you. That's good enough for me. Tox Cloud moves around the map. Damage gets dealt. You lose Overwatch, and Rhino gets to go for the shot here. No more J-Tac, but who cares? The obstruction is gone. The high ground's here. Shot 1. Pretty good. Shot 2. Also pretty good. So Bubbles was shot twice, and Static was shot 0 times. Jackknife obviously full health. Rhino obviously full health. Static lost health because of her pulse generator. That was it. Alright, you get to melee range shotgun blast this idiot. He's already pretty low, thanks to everything else going on, but... Shot 1. Shot 2. Down you go. I guess I'll reload. We'll stand you over here by a spawn. Who cares? I'm actually pretty sure the round this is over. Actually, I'm going to send this as what I think is a bug. Let's see. So I'm pretty sure this is over. But unlike conventional like proc gen battle strikes and sieges, it's not just end of the game outright. So this is dead drop hit. Dead drop hit does not immediately end when you kill all the enemies. Unlike conventional battle strikes and sieges, you have to end the turn, which is a small waste of time. Not the end of the world by any means, but this was stuff, like this is a mission type that was, to be fair, when I started playing Early Access a year ago, both this mission and procedurally generated battle strikes were already in the game. I'm 90% sure anyway. But I can't remember actually if procedurally generated battle strikes a year ago ended as soon as you got the last kill. There's actually a bug for a while where if you killed all the enemies and the reinforcements hadn't spawned yet, you could like win the game. You could win the map on turn 1. And it would be like, oh, there's no enemies left. You win. And it would like trigger that before reinforcements, which I found, you know, obviously that's a bug. I don't know why I'm reloading. I guess I'm just like making sure that I'm not wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure this is over. Tox Cloud moves, who cares? And they've run out of steam. They won't have long to get out of, we won't have long to get out of their territory, so get moving. The Fenian aren't going to forget or forgive this little fiasco easily. Those E-rifles better be top-notch. You know what is funny, actually? In the last couple of months, they've started adding a bunch more random items as just loot box loot, and that can include E-rifles that are as good or better than the burner mouths. But back when this was added, it was literally the only E-rifle in the game. Like, actually the only, like the single only one in the game. Let me see them. Those beautiful burners. We're holding both of them right here, untouched and perfect. Knew you'd come through, Panther. My E-rifles are finally safe. I'll send a runner to our usual spot for the handoff. Now, okay, for funsies, we're going to do something different. Now, remind me why we're giving these to you. They've got our blood on them. Don't make that mistake, Panther. You're not the only one who lost blood on those guns. Your smuggler dropped the guns in Fenian territory and fled. No one bled. He dropped them and ran, and then I shot him in the head. He's dead? Dead and dumped. As soon as he gave me the geolog for the guns, I had to ice him. Hey, I didn't like doing it, but he was a liability. How long until he sold the coordinates to the Fenian? So don't play games with me. Those are my guns. I'm going to take some time to talk about it. Well, don't do anything stupid while you're thinking about it. Those guns are biochipped, and only I have the codes. Joe has backed off, but is going to demand an answer pretty quickly. At the second meeting, we can make our final decision. We can examine the 2 burner-mouth E-rifles in our inventory, even if their biologs prevent them from being used. He's winning for 3 days. It's not terrible. We gain some payment. We get some XP for the squad. Some of it goes to Lavina, which is nice. People are recovering. I understand you're frustrated, but we had a deal. Think twice before you steal from me. Yeah, so we can take his guns and try to burn out the ID chip. So what I'm going to do, because I'm pretty sure it requires a hacker to do it correctly, I'm going to have you stop training. 5 XP short of leveling. It is what it is. We can go take a look at, I believe it's in the market. Weapons. I think. I thought it was. Maybe it's not. Is it my inventory? There it is. They're in my inventory. Yeah, that makes sense. I currently own them. So we have these. If you want to compare, let's go ahead and let's compare to the stuff we currently have, right? So let's go and say you have this Urban Assault. Let's get rid of the mods and unequip it. And then similarly, we have the Street Dragon without mods on it. So let's go and kind of take a look, right? So we like the Blink. We have the Burner Mouth here. Mostly full auto is what you care about. In terms of damage per bullet, it's not close. Minus 38 ballistic, plus 65 pure. Clearly better. Better shred per bullet. You get fewer bullets, right? So if you're getting 2 people, you know, it's a bit more competitive. But if you're shooting 1 person, it's just clearly more damage per bullet. Range worse, arc worse, noise slightly better, but you can't silence it. Recoil is better, which is kind of nice. It's meaningful damage, and to be fair, like, the Blink is the best early game Urban Assault you could possibly get, but you are pretty taxed on range, but the damage is really good. If you want to compare to, like, the Street Dragon, you get the number of bullets more similar. Again, the range disparity pretty massive at half. You can improve that with you know, scope mods and stuff. Those you know, those do exist. Less accuracy, but, like, clearly more damage, you know, per bullet by a lot. Again, like, plus 70 pure or 62 pure at the cost of 47 ballistic. Again, clearly it's higher. So if you can close the gap and spend the functionally 3 AP of movement to get there, you are doing a lot more damage. In some cases, like, literally double. So if that's you, if you're able to make that happen by, you know, catching up on your opponents or fighting out of smoke or whatever it is, it's there, and it's honestly pretty good. Anyway, that's that. I want to get Underworld Hub tokens so I can possibly get them. So I'm thinking, let's let, yeah, so he's resting and recovering, she's resting and recovering, that's all fine. I'm going to let this run down and then start the convo. Hype limit break for our boy, plus reaction seems totally fine. Loyalty is not bad either. Getting it to 60 is kind of useful. I mean, compared to +1 reaction, I actually will take loyalty. Getting it to 60 lets you limit break more frequently and have higher quality limit breaks. Power supply done for the trainer. I have 600k. I can bump the trainer, which would give me a second bench and even more XP. Counter intel, I need 750 to get more. And in fact, I have to bump the nano scrubber as well, which is going to need power. How many tasks am I under? Yeah, I'm at 2 of 3 already. Would have to bump the scrubber at some point to get this. These are a little bit away. I think plus trainer is kind of worthwhile. Underworld Hub would also be kind of nice. 750 for this one as well. But I'm kind of feeling the trainer here. I'm going to go do it. 24 days. Super long downtime. If I go for Command HQ level 4, which is going to take a bit. Right, it's 2 upgrades away. Level 4 gives you 4 tasks. Which, considering things are taking like multiple, like almost a month now, that's maybe not unreasonable. Anyway, though, we have a legwork on offer. Let's go ahead and start this convo. I understand you're frustrated, but we had a deal. Think twice before you steal from me. And let me remind you, those E-rifles are biochipped and you don't have the codes. You'll fry them if you try to jailbreak them. I spent months and a lot of money arranging to get superior weapons on the street for you, Panther. Don't blow this. Among thieves, we have to honor our promises. We'll be at the drop spot with the guns. You're wrong. We do have the tech to jailbreak them. You can have them back, but you're getting us a 50% discount when we buy the E-rifle. You're wrong. We have the tech to jailbreak them. Maybe you can try, but please don't make such a foolish risk. I have the codes right here. Then give us the codes, and no rifles will be harmed in the making of the deal. Absolutely not. I will not help you steal my weapons. If you steal from me, this is the end. We can attempt to jailbreak the E-rifles ourselves with a technical legwork. Regardless of results, we will permanently torch our relationship with Origami Joe. Guns and military gear are hard to come by in New Boston, and to be sure, we're not losing our only supplier. Well, our legwork chances are 20% here for static, or 10% for Lavina. Wow. We get 1 chance for 6 days. We can destroy the weapons. YOLO. On the job for 6 days. We'll burn out these biochips if that's what it takes. So that's your play. Good luck with the anti-tamper, you chowda. It's been fine doing business with you, Origami Joe. Rot in the harbor, both of you. Have to say, he was furious. Do you think he has the gall to make us regret it? It's very delicate work, static. These things are wired to fry. These anti-tampers are hardwired in the weapons core. Without the codes, this is always risky. Make it happen. We have burned our connection to Origami Joe. We have betrayed our trust with Joe. He considers us an enemy now. Dialogue bug. Enemy has, you know, HTML tags instead of actual text. You know, colors or something like that. Screenshot should be obvious. This is from the end, yeah. This is from the end of, what's it called? The E-Rifle Burner Mouth storyline, where we steal the guns and fry the biochip. Text is near the, we'll just say it this way. Text is at the end of the convo. There we go. All right. Send in our dialogue bug. We have betrayed our trust with Origami Joe. And he's an enemy now. Considered as an enemy. That's fine. She's on this for 5 days 20. We get a token in just enough time that we can use 2 tokens. That's good news. I'm going to use the ProcGen legwork at the same time. We can boost this to around 60%, which is good. Team will recover. Do you have wounds that need to heal? Yes. Let's go ahead and have Troy help with that one. 4 days out, not terrible. Can't get you just yet, that's okay. Influence limit break. Krell sells things on the market, which I can't do anything about, so we'll just say, sure, enjoy. Your combat drug service is better. We can't use that, but I appreciate you all the same. You are rested and recovered. Counter intel is level 2 with, yeah, I can't bump cooling or anything else here, so let's go ahead and make the nano scrubber better. That's going to be required. Similar for the cold storage getting upgraded. I'm going to do nano scrubbing for that one as well, but it will give me level 4 cooling, which is good news. This is going to be up in 3 days. When that's up, we'll run it. Hype for you is some move speed and reaction, which is even more move speed. Which is what? 1 move speed from reaction. So it's 2 move speed or 1 strength. Yeah, I mean, we'll take this. We'll take agile for now. Strength long term, though, is going to be nice. We'll take that as damage increases. I guess we should do our training. I forgot to do that earlier. So sniper is +2. Again, I can't send you for treatment yet. There's no open doctor beds, but if I want to train you up, I'm going to move towards nest. That was the goal, so up you go. After that, we'll move up towards empty lung and then down into fleeting. I know I should probably take skull shot at some point, but it's fine. It's only 3 AP. Sniper gets better, and I'm thinking if you're going to be on a railgun the whole time, let's actually go this way instead, and go into Skull Shot and Rapid Ready, and then Fleeting is probably still okay. But if you're going to be the railgun sniper, so getting a bunch of pure damage here and a bunch of crit damage, and crit chance is not as important as making sure I can like reload and get the AP back on these guns. In fact, even zeroed sights might have some value. I'm not certain, but it might. That's those guys done. Cool. Need one of your mercs on Legwork. One of my under the table suppliers is trying to dry up on me. Blackmail from Bracket or Lavina. I think Bracket still for the XP. Or we can go for something punishing. Yeah, you're wounded. 22% for you. It's 30%. We'll send Bracket. 7 days. It would be too easy to blackmail them over their illegal dealings with you, and that would be counterproductive. I'll dredge up their other sins, and we'll tighten the noose. I'd love to have a good folder of blackmail on them, then they'll keep dealing with me for a long time. Alright, well this is due in 1 day, so let's boost Legwork once. We've been approached by a demanding corporate contact. We'll deal with that in a little bit. There we go. Got our extra token. We have a scav raid on offer in a little bit. Let's boost our Legwork again. We can't miss. And that's going to put you at 70 and you at 60. Let's see if we get our E-rifles. You knew the odds when you signed me up for this, Panther. The tech in these E-rifles is crazy. I have no idea how you get around that anti-tamper fast enough. They are both completely fried. Do what you could. Let's talk for a minute. Tech of these E-rifles is crazy. Okay, that's another bug. Dialogue bug in E-rifle storyline. My Legwork merc just played the same dialogue twice. See the screenshot. It's what? Line 2 and line 5. Okay. Minor dialogue bugs. No huge deal. That was a calculated gamble. Maybe not the best one. Joe is a screw-up. When did we become his errand runners? We played the odds and got cut. We have to keep playing. I like winning better, but fine. Once you're at the table, you don't get to stop playing. Both Burnermouth E-rifles have been permanently scrapped. Oh well. Either way, Origami Joe no longer likes us. That's fine. It's a contact that we don't have any use for. Wait, am I griefing? Why can't I see him? Am I, like, not showing enemies or something? No, it's showing everybody. Wait, why is it hiding one person? That's weird. I couldn't tell you what that is, but I think it's hiding him for who knows why. We'll put that in as another bug then. Cool. Contacts bug. Burned E-rifle contact won't show up with all filters enabled. It's showing me one merc is hidden. I assume it's Origami Joe, whom I can't find. After burning him in the storyline. Pretty minor, but still kind of weird. And yeah, you can see like my filters are all up, so couldn't tell you what we're looking for here, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's go recover. Certainly no more missions in this episode. We're just going to do base management and try to be able to start an expedition with an episode, with a actual mission itself. Infinite break for you. Sweet. We get a new storyline. Not that I care about him having the service, but what's funny is actually if I got Puppet Master, it would allow me to upgrade his buys weapon mod blueprint so I could sell more of them. But it's content. We're doing it for content. We're going to have the Rook prototype weapons. So this will start a fairly short sort of story vignette. It's usually 2-part missions, or a 2-part mission, I should say. And it means that we will have we'll have access to new weapons. Of course, we're not going to use the market in this, but cool. That's wonderful. Yeah, let's see. Do I have open beds from anybody yet? Yeah, I think people got recovered already, so let's go ahead and send you for treatment now. 37k, 4 days and change. It's definitely costing me, but it is what it is. Cyber Knight is back. Let's get you fixed up. That should be fine. Yeah, we should have enough time to get everything done that I want. Send you for treatment. 4 days, 12, 37k. Seems fine. Counter intel pod. Let's actually burn tokens. I forgot. I've been sitting on these for a bit. Let's just hit them both. Get our heat down below 50 in a sec. That's good. All right. We have many open tasks. Nanoscrubber needs to upgrade. There's that. What else we got? Cooling here seems acceptable. I'll just press it. I don't really care too much. Money's tight. Not much I can sell. Let me check for... Yeah, I have no files that I can go through. I'm also... Yeah, I'm just missing enough files that doesn't really matter here. Files that I can sell. Nope, I got nothing. Blueprints that I can sell. Not easily. No accounts. No armors to sell. I have no low-level items to sell. I have no... Well, I can sell this. I can sell the Twitch Blade. And Dusty can get some influence for it, I guess. Weapon mods. Everything is... oh, no, this is at a level I can sell it at. Okay, great. It's one of the only ones. Here you go. Plus E-rifle damage. It works for... sorry, any energy weapon. So, accuracy and pure damage as an intrinsic seems kind of nice. Here's a shotgun E-rifle body mod for some extra arc. Seems kind of nice. We can get rid of the shotgun barrel. Put him up to 60. I'm going to stop here, actually. He probably shouldn't even be higher than that. I think he gains influence from running the missions in the first place, so don't want to overcap him if I can help it. I have other people I care about, after all. Let's go ahead and get this mission offered to us, and yeah, I think next episode will be some combination of the scav raid and this power play, I think. Also, I'm going to want her back, most likely. Holding schematics for a Rook Technologies target you might want to hit with a scav raid. When we negotiated the deal to join the charter, our people were allowed to visit thousands of Megacorp sites for evaluations, some of them Rook Tech. Enough that no one would link the hit to one of these sites back to Warner Braun. Hit on one of these sites. Sometimes sheer numbers are the best defenses. Also, I'm not paying for the job. It's an offer you might take on your own time and risk. What do we owe you? It's free. We can't fund it, but anything that destabilizes Rook Tech is good for our beachhead here in New Boston. There will come a time for funding. We need to get settled. Then there will be a time for that. We've got a raid on Rook Tech. The Warehouse Rab. That's a pretty accurate name as far as I'm concerned. That seems fine. So we get some Megacorp enemies. We get a blueprint for a battery if we get a bunch of kills. If we get low security, we get a small payday. But I'm thinking, you know, we're power level 4 now, so we're going to get higher quality loot in all of our boxes. And, you know, power level 4 Megacorp boxes, probably going to be decent. So, hope we're going to get some better gear from that one. I would like my CK back, so I'm going to go ahead and, like, run all these timelines down. And then we'll run these missions as time allows for them. I've been approached by a promising, if demanding, corporate contact. Not sure how she got our card, but she is a Matsumoto biotech researcher with a big plan. Needs a cyberknight to pull it off. Matsumoto Global and biotech, that could take us a lot of different directions. I'll leave the explaining up to Taylor Strizek. We wouldn't be working for Matsumoto, but I've gathered she's looking for a way out. As in she wants to be boosted? Megacorps do the boosting, you don't boost yourself. Hold on to that thought once you've met her. Glad to finally meet you, Panther. Your face is quite the gatekeeper, but I understand the importance of avoiding distraction while you're working. Midnight promises me you're the right operator for my plan. It works like this. You pitch the job, and I'll decide if we'll make our plan to pull your job off, or not. If that's the case, let me get to the point. I am the lead in a biotech lab that is chasing some very important, groundbreaking work. But my boss has another plan. She is rearranging things so that her inexperienced and unqualified daughter will be at the helm of the lab when the time comes to announce our results. Of course, she's trying to hide that from me. But I know her too well. We've worked with the corporate VP, Claire Ramirez, for more than 2 decades. They've tried to be subtle for a while. Now they're getting blatant. The biggest tell is that her brat daughter is moving my lab to a research tower more convenient for her life. Anyway, my plan. The first step in getting out is making sure that when I go, I destroy everything I've created here. They're having me watch extremely closely, so I can't do anything myself, but the quantum hosts and servers they are moving between labs, they're vulnerable in transport. I want you to quietly, without stopping the transport trucks, deploy a virus into one of the servers. I'll provide the special device you'll need to wake the server in its cargo crate, and the virus payload you can beam to the server if you can get close enough. Once they install the servers in the new lab, I'll be ready. Once I can be sure the lab will go down in flames, we can plan my exit. So we intercept the truck in transit and secretly deploy a virus. I'll admit, that's a plan. I have everything mapped out, including the routes and the oldest way station along the highway, and matrix endpoints for some exposed servers in the trucking way station that might let you get an advantage or two. I told you she has a plan. What kind of research are we talking about? I don't want to sound feisty, but we're just going to know each other. And you're asking for my science secrets? I'm working on a cellular structure that will revolutionize medicine. When we release it to the world, you'll have had a hand in it. But let's pull a heist together, and I'll be waiting to share more. How'd you get the idea to make your own exit? Well, a few years ago, a Jupiter group tried to kidnap me, as they say, tried to boost me. I guess I got interested in my work, and it is what megacorps do after all. If your research team isn't cutting edge, you boost someone else's lead. Matsumoto Security stopped them cold. But after I realized what Claire was planning, I looked at the events in a different light. Not that I want to go to Jupiter with a civil war going on inside the megacorp, I will pass. Well, it's not every day you get to boost someone on their own dime. Let's do it. Good. I'm glad I convinced you of the merits of my plan. We'll make the plan, Taylor. I'm not trying to steal your job, but I've spent the better part of a year getting ready for this. As long as your intel and plans are valuable to us, we will listen and decide what we will do with it. The truck job is ready to be planned at the Command HQ. Also, tell me about the way station matrix. The trucks moving the lab equipment are barely leaving Matsumoto territory. When they do, they come back through these transport way stations where everything is scanned over, verified, and routed by autonomous dispatchers. Sounds like a laundry list of juicy targets. With the proper matrix prep, you should be able to slow down the truck as it routes through the way station, getting you close enough to inject the viral payload. And then Claire's daughter will only have a smoking ruin of a lab to preside over once I'm gone. The 404X spike is ready to be planned at the Command HQ. You've got a heist and a plan to hit the truck. Stay in touch. Alrighty. I'm going to keep moving time forward because I don't want to start next episode with dialogues, although to be fair, we can probably run... Nah, that's not really true. I have to wait for him to recover anyway, so... My sniper's back on his feet. Rook Tech power play. About to make my power play, and I can't pull it off without you. A Rook Tech Chief of Security is the only thing in my way. Exactly the kind of thing we're here to help with if the pay is right. Taking a huge risk for this, so you will be well paid. Then you could be first in line for my new product. I think your crew will be most interested in getting their hands on the new Rook prototype weapons. Who knows what kind of crazy weapons tech they're cooking up. All you ever hear about is that their CEO is a once-in-a-generation visionary. Got everything lined up. The bribes are paid, the skids are greased, but the security chief watching over the nanofab site has spooked my connection. This Boris Fist must have smelled something and is now all over the site with extra attention. So we make him disappear. I am paying you to make him disappear in a red mist. I want him out of the picture forever. Well, we'll play our cards carefully, and the hit won't be linked to the nanofab site in any way. There's more than enough people who want him out of the way. As soon as it's done, the Rook prototype weapons will be falling off the back of the truck into my waiting hands. We're going to make a clean hit. First, need to gather intel on Boris's movements. Setting a power play to expand his services. It's a big risk, and any failure will result in major exposure and end his power play. To complete this two-part mission, need to first pinpoint his movements by doing legwork or a hacking job. Only one of the two needs to be completed, but attempting both gives us insurance against failure. Once it succeeds, we can make the hit. So, legwork can be done by Lavina. 10 days is plenty of time. I would want Bracket to run it since she's better overall. I'm not going to run this, though, because I'm going to run the basic mission itself, and that should be fine. Your insider can get us access to a Rook Tech system. We can deploy a little virus that will help us track Boris's whereabouts. That should be possible to arrange. It'll cost me some extra bribe money, but consider it water under the bridge. We'd only need to corrupt the quantum core. In, spike the CPU, and out again. The timeline would be extra tight. We can't risk anyone on the digital securities team getting an idea of what we're after. It'd be like a little quantum vibration, lost in all the noise and interference in the city. We've got a new CPU job, quantum contract. If we remove the roadblock, what are we going to get? Power level 4 Rook Tech weapons if things go well. We can only go up from there. Sure. We'll get it done. Not going to do the legwork. Realistically, yeah, it's due in 4 days. That's fine. She's back in 6 hours. If she can't do it, someone else can. It's not going to be a huge problem. You've healed. Did you realize... Oh, shoot. I think I had another token available and I didn't use it. Did you realize I was walking into an active investigation, Carl? Your source was already very compromised. I definitely made it worse. There was nothing I can do. They're going to end up in a prison on this one. This is not what I was asking for, Panther. This is messy as hell. It was going to happen anyway. The corpse were already onto them. He's got an exposure for the loss of that. No, I didn't have tokens. Okay, we just got unlucky. It's fine. We have a Merc who is stressed. That's my Cyber Knight. 100%. I mean, he got shot a bunch. That makes sense to me. Okay, so next thing up is going to be running probably these two. Actually, I'm probably going to skip 404X Spike. I don't need it for Truck Job. Truck Job does do my Cyber Knight, so I'm tempted to be low risk. Solo run Truck Job. I don't need this. This gives me a 1-turn delay here. Actually, yeah, because I'm pretty sure the delay truck leverage. Let me double check here. Delay truck is a passive leverage, which means it's guaranteed to run. When I run this, I don't tend to need the extra turn here. Yeah, I know. Text bug. I might spend the money on the 2 move points in the first turn. Especially if we have... No, we don't have any way to get this one for free. We don't have the favors here. His favors are worth enough, but yeah, he doesn't have the favors for it, so we're not going to get that. I don't I could spend the 65k. It might be worth it. I'll think about it. But we're going to run truck job. Then we're going to run warehouse grab. Maybe we'll actually run quantum contract to start. Just get my hacker to like run that real quick. So quantum contract, then truck job, then warehouse grab for next mission. And then after this is done, we can do the Rook Tech power play afterwards. So this way, if I get my CK injured, I don't fail truck job automatically. That'll be the plan for next episode. So thank you very much for watching. Managed to only get shot twice, which is kind of nice. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.